It's sometimes easy to forget just how Song Gai-hun became player 456 on Netflix's Squid Game in the first place. Sure, Gai-hun had a gambling problem and owed massive amounts of money to predatory loan sharks, but what really got the guy to sign up for the games in the first place was the realization that his young daughter Seong Yeon Joanne was moving to America. He had just biffed her latest birthday, gifting her junk food and a lighter shaped like a handgun, and was feeling desperate. So it wasn't just avarice or desperation that fueled his choice to play these mysterious underground games. It was love and the human need to provide. While some Squid Game fans might have forgotten this, the third and final season of the Netflix hit certainly doesn't. Squid Game Season 3 gives player 456 the poetic end he deserves, while also teasing a bold new chapter for the streaming saga. These final 6 episodes of Squid Game also encapsulate series creator, director, and writer Hwang Dong-hyuk's most twisted and touching work to date. There are moments of sheer moral perversion set alongside the show's most inspiring acts of love. It is upsetting, unsettling, and bizarrely uplifting in ways only Squid Game can be. After his unsuccessful insurrection, Jae-hun is compelled to resume the games in Squid Game Season 3. Players are divided into 2 teams, one blue and one red, for the first game, hide and seek. The blue players are handed a knife and told to only survive, while the red players are supposed to kill him. We lose Young-sik, Hyun-ju the shaman, and Da-ho, player 388, in this game. More importantly, Jung-hee gives birth. After being made to kill her son during hide and seek, Young-sik's mother Jung-ja commits suicide in between games. Jump Rope, the second game, kills Mound-yu first. Following the VIP's decision to include the newborn as a contestant in the game, Jae-hun securely crosses the bridge with Jung-hee's infant. Another unfortunate victim of this game is Jung-hee, who decides to step off the cliff because she is unable to cross due to her damaged ankle, whereas Myung-gae, 333, also manages to cross. The front man then decides that her child will be player 222 in her place, after realizing that the last game will merely require selecting 3 individuals to kill. It is very evident that these unlucky 3 will be Gai-hun, the infant, and Min-soo. The remaining players choose to continue playing 125. Jae-hun and the front man are summoned to a private meeting. To Gai-hun's dismay, the front man exposes who he is and gives him a knife so that he and the infant can kill every last competitor. We find out from a flashback that the front man was given the same option when he was a player by the previous host, Will Nam. After an emotional flashback of Sabayoff telling him, "You're not that kind of person," in Season 1, Gi-hun can't bring himself to kill any of the others and leaves. In contrast, the front man did kill all the other participants in their sleep, crowning him the winner. He keeps the knife, though. Squid Game in the Sky, the third game, proceeds according to schedule. In this game, players must push one person per round out of tall buildings that are shaped like squares, triangles, and circles. The first player to be shoved, Min-soo, dies in the fall. The next target is Gi-hun, but the O voters start fighting among themselves right away, and Myung-gae confesses that he is the father of baby 222. He teams up with Gi-hun, and in the resulting battle, most of the O voters are murdered. However, player 100 is pushed to death by Myung-gae, leaving only one player alive, who subsequently jumps off the ledge. The only players left are Gi-hun, the infant, and Myung-gae, and one of them must perish in the last round. After learning that Captain Park is a spy, Jun-ho has been working diligently to locate the island, and during a battle in which most of his men, as well as Captain Park, are killed, he eventually finds it. With the aid of player 246, who has fled the island with the help of guard 011, who is now alone himself in the front man's office after eliminating the masked officer, he makes it there. Things reach a climax in the conclusion. With the intention of killing his own child in order to win, Myung-gae tries to stop Gi-hun and the infant from entering the last structure right away and demands that Gi-hun give up the infant. Myung-gae doesn't believe Gi-hun when he attempts to sacrifice himself. Gi-hun uses the knife during the ensuing altercation. Gi-hun manages to pull himself back up after Myung-gae falls off the structure, but there is one obvious problem. Neither of them clicked the button to begin the round. In the end, Gi-hun gives his life so that baby 222 might triumph. He emphasizes that players aren't horses while staring straight into the camera, much like in Season 1. Unfinished, he murmurs, "Humans are," before allowing himself to fall backwards to his death. From the control room, the front man observes it live. He then goes to pick up baby 222, the game's winner. Meanwhile, with player 246's assistance, Jun-ho has located the island. He makes it to the VIP viewing room just in time to see his brother and the baby vanish, but the front man ignores his cries. The front man starts a self-destruct procedure after the island is found, and we see the island blow up in the mirror of Gi-hun's wide-open eyes. He became the final person to be slain on the island, effectively accomplishing his purpose and bringing the games to a close. We find out 6 months later that player 246's daughter has recovered, and that guard 011's daughter has been spotted in China. The player and former guard briefly reconcile in the theme park, but 246 is unaware of 011's true identity. After learning that Sae-byuk's mother was located in North Korea, we see her at the airport with her son. Gi-hun's money has disappeared in the meantime. The front man has now left baby 222 and her riches with Jung-ho, as we can see. Along with his bloody 456 jacket, the front man also gives Gi-hun's daughter his money. A recruiter is playing dakshi with a man on the street in LA, while the front man, the car rolls down the window. In an unexpected appearance, Cate Blanchett plays the recruiter. The play finishes with a glance between the front man and the recruiter, so Gi-hun didn't really put a stop to all of the games.